With the voting process out of the way, it's time to get into the Sporting News Top 10 Players at the End of the Year campaign. 10. Jimmy Butler. Heat. He is at number 10th position. Year in and year out, we've come to learn what to expect from Butler. He's one of the NBA's fiercest competitors, capable of willing his team to a victory on any given night. Miami had its struggles this season, but it was no fault of Butler, who is one of 9 qualified players to average 20 or more points, 5 or more rebounds and 5 or more assists per game this season. He's also who you want to have the ball in high-pressure situations. 9. Kawhi Leonard, Clippers. He is at number 9th position. And his previous rank was 18. After missing the entirety of the 2021-22 season, it would be an uphill climb for Leonard to get back to his best form. After shaking off early season rust, he's done just that. In 36 regular season games since the calendar flipped to 2023, Leonard is averaging 26.7 points, 6.7 rebounds, 3.9 assists, and 1.6 steals per game while shooting 52.4% from the field, 46.3% from three-point range, and 89.8% from the free throw line. 8. LeBron James, Lakers. He is at number 8th position. And his previous rank was 10. At this point, LeBron landing in the top 10 is inevitable, much like his streak of consecutive double-digit scoring games. Since our last rankings were published, James has turned 38, become the NBA's all-time leading scorer, suffered, and come back from a serious tendon injury in his right foot, and somehow is still at the top of his game. 7. Luka Doncic, Mavericks. He is at number 7th position. And his previous rank was 5. In what was a rough year for his Mavericks, Doncic still finished the year averaging 32.4 points, 8.6 rebounds, and 8.0 assists per game, all while playing through injuries and taking on an intense workload to help keep his team afloat. With Dallas missing the postseason for the first time since Doncic's rookie year, there will be plenty of chatter surrounding his temperament and future with the franchise. Don't let that keep you from the fact that at 24, he's one of the best young players the game has ever seen, capable of doing things like this. 6. Jayson Tatum, Celtics. He is at number 6th position. And his previous rank was 6. Tatum remains on the periphery of the top 5, but this season has been a reminder that he's on the cusp of bursting in. At 25, Tatum just became the first player in Celtics history to average 30 points per game in a season. When thinking of the names that have suited up for the storied franchise, that's a pretty big deal. Boston goes as Tatum goes, and after coming up 2 wins short of a title in 2022, the team's sole focus is hanging another banner in TD Garden. Being the lead man for the entirety of a finals run is exactly what Tatum needs to make that top 5 leap. 5. Joel Embiid, 76ers. He is at number 5th position. And his previous rank was 7. What a year it's been for Embiid. He's arguably the most dominant big man in the league. He's the NBA's back-to-back scoring champion. And, by many accounts, he's in line to be named MVP for the first time in his career. Embiid just wrapped up a season in which he averaged 33.1 points and 10.2 rebounds per game to lead Philadelphia to 54 wins. The regular season was impressive, but now all eyes are on whether or not Embiid can lead Philadelphia on a run beyond the conference semifinals, which the franchise hasn't done since 2001. 4. Kevin Durant, Suns. He is at number 4th position. And his previous rank was 4. Durant's game continues to age beautifully. He finished his 15th season on the floor with averages of 29.1 points, 6.7 rebounds, and 5.0 assists per game on .560/.404/.919 shooting splits. No knee injury, mid-season trade or ankle injury could slow down the brilliance of Durant, who led the Suns to an 8-0 record when he was on the floor. Durant is one of 5 active NBA players that has been the best player on a championship team, and his presence immediately made Phoenix a title contender. A run to his 3rd NBA title, and the first in Suns history, could propel Durant back to the top of this list, and boost him up in all-time conversations. 3. Stephen Curry, Warriors. He is at number 3rd position. And his previous rank was 2. Injuries could have derailed Curry's season, but similar to years past, he proved to be too great to be held back by that. Statistically, we could talk about how Curry's 29.4 points per game make for the third most of his career, or how his 6.1 rebounds per game are a career high, or how this was the third most efficient season of his career. 2. Nikola Jokic, Nuggets. He is at number 2 position. And his previous rank was 3. He may or may not miss out on winning a third consecutive MVP award, but Jokic still moves up in the rankings after falling just shy of averaging a triple-double from the center position. With his play, Jokic propelled Denver to the West's top seed for the first time in franchise history, and now the franchise is eyeing its first-ever NBA title. Jokic's greatness can be measured by how much better he makes those around him. With his generational basketball IQ and playmaking ability, life is much easier for each of his teammates. On any given night, you're guaranteed to say, "What a pass," ask, "How did he do that?" or both. 1. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Bucks. He is at number 1 position. And his previous rank was 1. It might be getting lonely at the top for Antetokounmpo, who landed at number 1 in our preseason ranking, midseason ranking, and postseason ranking. At this point, it's nearly impossible to argue the fact that Giannis is the best basketball player in the world.